Hello everyone, my name is Ben Arredondo. I'm the Executive Director of the NYC PictureStart Film Festival, and you're about to watch PictureStart Conversations, a new web video series which has me chatting with emerging filmmakers and actors. I'm very grateful today to be here with Jim Macdonald. Jim is a writer, director, and actor. His film, Heavy Lifting, won Best Film at the 15th NYC PictureStart Film Festival. I want to talk to you about being an actor.
I got out of school and I was fortunate. I got an agent, and then the first job I got on Another World as Blade, the convict just out of prison. So I did that for a while.
A recurring character?
It was, yeah, it was recurring. I did it for the summer, and when I was doing that, I got cast in my first film, Some Kind of Wonderful. It was a John Hughes script that Howie Deutsch ended up directing.
The one with Eric Stoltz.
Yes,
yeah.
with Eric Stoltz and Leah Thompson.
Yeah.
And I played Craig Sheffer's sidekick. He's like and so I'm like, it's high school, so I'm standing behind him the whole time, like giving mean looks to Eric Stoltz and all those guys. But it was a lot of fun. So I ended up out here just for a while, and then I went back to New York, and I thought about staying out here, but I felt like I wasn't ready for the whole Hollywood thing, so I went back to New York and studied some more.
So as far as you've done a lot of theater, acting, but the film and television, you're here in LA now,
I'm here, I've been here, oh my God.
You got a pretty, pretty solid, resume.
Yeah.
Favorite project you've worked on?
I love, Tigerland was a great experience with Joel Schumacher.
Yeah.
And then he put me in Phone Booth. And they were both actually with Colin Farrell, and Tigerland was Colin's. He had done a couple little small films, but that was his first. That was it. Yeah. And it was really it was fun to. He was I liked him a lot. He was a really cool. I say kid because he was a kid when he did it, but that was a great experience. And Joel, I loved working with Joel.
Yeah.
He was just great, and it was when you get to do a film where you're really in it a lot, and you really have a bit of an arc, and it's more like an ensemble piece. That's really the thrill. Like a lot of films will come on for a week or two, and you kind of show up and you kind of in or out. But the films that I've got to really be a part of have I think I've enjoyed more.
Yeah. Do you ever worry about work drying up? The film.
Oh God, yeah. I think everybody, anybody who's doing this, you always because you never. At least in my position, and even people who get a little further up, you just never know. You never know what your next job's going to be. And that's a cliche. That's the cliche that everyone says, but it's really true. So I was in an audition yesterday, and it doesn't. My resume really doesn't matter whatever films or TV or when you walk in that door and those two producers and director see you, you're either gonna resonate with them and it's gonna work or not. It really doesn't matter what your past is that much, unless you are Brad Pitt or Tom Cruise or some of those big character actors. You're kind of always proving yourself.
So Heavy Lifting was your short film and directorial debut.
Mm-hmm.
Did very well at our film festival.
Mm-hmm.
Won Best Film. People really responded to it. Tell me a little bit, what the movie's about. Just quick.
Well, the movie's really about two people kind of on the fringes of society. He's could be homeless, a little dangerous, the young man, something maybe he's not
They meet working together.
They meet working, she's a cashier and he's selling newspapers, and they have this interlude it's Christmas Eve, and they come back to her place, and she needs some help with something, and it kind of is this dangerous, kind of funny, kind of sexual little dance happens between them. Yeah. She's a little older than him.
I found this over there.
Were you gonna take it?
No, I don't steal. But if I find people with a lot of one thing, I usually take one of them. Most of the time, they never even miss it.
They're called hummels.
I hate these little fuckers. All smooth and cute in their tiny world without any edges. It's lucky I'm not a Hummel. I think I'd end up choking them with their stupid little scarves.
How did you, first of all, just decide to direct, and then, then to kind of come up with the story?
It was a newspaper article I saw about a woman who was found with this dead body in her apartment, and it intrigued me, and I thought, I don't know, I just thought
There's a story there.
There's a story, and I wrote a short story, and then from that I wrote it into a one-act play, and with this theater company, Ensemble Studio Theater LA, that I'm involved with, Chuma and Jenny are members, and I asked them if they would be in it, and we did a few stage readings of it, and a friend of mine who's a TV producer, Tracy Powell, came and saw one of the readings and said, I'd love to give you some seed money to make this into a short film.
Why didn't you act in it?
I just couldn't, I've been on enough sets, I couldn't imagine, at least with the first one, like, worrying about the character and all the lines and everything and playing the scene and then popping back and directing everybody else. And it was overwhelming enough.
Did you think about writing that character for yourself, though?
No.
No?
I knew.
You knew from the very beginning?
I knew from the beginning I did not want to be in something I directed the first time.
And how long did it take you to edit it and get it ready?
I wasn't in a huge rush. It wasn't like, I think I finished it in like March or something, and we started editing it a couple nights a week, kind of casually, but with a definite like momentum.
Yeah.
And from the time we wrapped to when the first, rough cut was done was probably 3 months, about like that.
Yeah. Jim, thank you so much for being part of our first, and hopefully is a long series of PictureStart conversation. You can catch Jim's film Heavy Lifting on our website at www.PictureStartFilmFestival.com. Also, make sure to check out the website for all the latest information on this year's film festival. It'll be the 16th NYC PictureStart Film Festival, and we are having a lot of new changes this year. And so we're very excited. Submissions are now being accepted. Have a great day. Thanks so much.
My pleasure.